Yeah, Xiyang versus Karsa. And you shall see versus 369 to see who is going to be facing off tomorrow in our 1v1s. So these will be the final 2 1v1s. These will be best of 3s, ladies and gentlemen. And they're not just going to be highlights. We are going to be able to go through the entire match.
That's what we're here for.
Absolutely. We'll see exactly what they are going to be playing as well, because there have been some pretty interesting agreements people have come up with. Whether that's going to happen again is going to be the question. Did Xiyang actually come into OMG to replace GoGoing? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
I mean, I was there. I was casting the LPL at the time. Like, what is wrong with me? I can't even remember. It's been too long.
Yeah, it's been a while.
This brain of mine is just starting to turn to mush, I think. Oh, dear.
All right, let's see what they pick. They're not really discussing anything, at least not verbally.
No, like, maybe, what are you saying? They're probably doing it telepathically instead?
Or maybe they're typing to each other.
Oh.
That's typingly, not verbally.
Got it, got it.
Of course.
They don't.
Max.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. Especially with their Bose noise cancelling.
We're actually going to get a pick ban.
We are going to see a pick ban this time around. Well, Rengar and Olaf.
Rengar's too good.
Like, especially with Karsa playing it.
Yeah. Just don't let that through. Now you ban the Rumble.
Yep.
That's not Rumble, but
you have you have another chance.
Yeah.
Ban it next time.
It's got a chance here.
Panther Rooney taken off the board. Now it's the Rumble. Come on, Xiyang.
Rumble Dina.
Rumble Dina?
Yeah.
What's that?
You said Panther Rooney, so I said Rumble Dina.
Oh, got it.
Well, got banned. Okay.
Well, there's Renekton. Karsa's going to pick Rumble. Xiyang, let's see where he goes. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Karsa's looking to flex in game 1.
Yeah. It's a best of 3. So he's got a chance to flex a little bit. He will go with the Lee Sin.
Xiyang's still thinking about it. Trying to work out where he wants to go.
Wait, so he could actually just look right to the left and see that Karsa picked Lee Sin?
No. He's not allowed to do that.
He's not allowed?
That would be rude. He's going to pick the Rumble, though.
Okay, Rumble into Karsa. That's brave. I like it. We'll see how it works out.
Maybe he was expecting a mirror matchup, which would have been very confusing for all of us involved. Whose equalizer is it? Whose flames is that? Oh, God.
Maybe he was trying to be polite and not look, but in the corner of his eye, he saw like kind of, like red-ish, like pale color. And he was like, oh, I think he went with Rumble. So he picked Rumble.
Well, considering the fact that he didn't ban it, I was expecting the Rumble to be picked by Karsa, but Karsa just looking to have a little bit more fun here. And I believe it was like the end of last year. Karsa showed me that Lee Sin's actually just a really good champion when he was losing all year in 2019 here in the LCK. Then Karsa came over and taught us a lesson. It's like, by the way, guys, this is how you use Lee Sin.
Yeah, Lee Sin, I think, gained a little bit, a little bit, because there was a time there where he looked a little bit useless and wasn't doing nearly as much.
Yeah.
But insanely skilled players such as Karsa were able to make it possible.
And also playmaking players as well. Like if you're playing a more subdued playstyle.
How about showmakers?
Well, I mean, I'd be ready. The mid laner that I used to watch playing Lee Sin was Froggen. His mid Lee Sin was sick.
Yeah, that's true. I used to watch the same thing back in like 2011, I guess.
Yep. By the way, guys, there is a rule when 1v1ing. It's called the Froggen rule. If you do use a snowball and you snowball yourself into a fountain, you don't get to remake the game.
Yes.
It's the funnest of rules.
That is the rule. Though dims the rules, essentially.
Yep.
Spectre's Cowl first for the Lee Sin.
I'll help him stay alive. As Xiyang looking to put together his arm guard. More aggressive is Xiyang, as Karsa wants to have his kick flash capability available if he can get Xiyang underneath the turret. as this Lee Sin skin is, it's just, there's way too much going on in this one.
Kind of looks like Zed.
Yeah, right?
Like when he first came in, I'm like, what was he playing again? Is
Or
that
Raiden.
Zed?
You know, it's like young Raiden. As Karsa trying to get on in there. Safeguard is going to help him get his health back, but Flame Spitter is dangerous.
Yeah. I like how he realized he couldn't avoid it, so he just went back in and tried to do more damage.
Yep.
You guys should also realize that as you're playing in solo queue. It very much depends on the situation.
Yeah, it does. But good calculations, nonetheless.
Ooh, not quite.
What is... Are their Poros like losing their minds right now?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Notice
Rumble.
either. Yeah.
Maybe Rumble's just laughing.
Might have been some Poro feeding that had gone on as, okay, some very low health bars, double barriers to come out. There's the Ignite as Karsa has to flash to get himself out of the way. Now, waiting for Xiyang to move on forward. The Safeguard comes in, and there's the Sonic Wave resonating strike for first blood over to Karsa. Never doubted him for a second.
Yeah.
And by that, I mean I absolutely did. That was so close.
No, I mean, you'll notice he took Barrier Flash. The Barrier, I think, is very important when you're going up against Ignite Rumble. And the Flash turned out to be actually very nice to get out of damage just barely, to come back in at exactly the right time and just, you know, get the trades off with the lifesteal with the W2 that does come in.
Yep. Spirit Visage now completed by Karsa. But Oblivion Orb's there, so we are going to have Grievous Wounds available here by Xiyang.
He can tank the damage much better, though, at least. And you can see he's kind of just running in, trying to clear out this wave, actually. So you can look for some trades.
Feels like the itemization for the Rumble feels pretty comfortable right now as Karsa is level 7, has the Dragon Rage kick available, but no flash or maneuverability. Standing in the minion wave can be dangerous, given the Safeguard kick options that Karsa does have. See whether he does get on top of that health pack, and he will do so.
It's going to be a ton of health back, actually, because now he can just, now that he's pushed Xiyang off a little bit, he can come in, get full health. And it's going to be so difficult for Xiyang to really do sticking damage against this Spirit Visage Lee Sin, who is actually going to go for a bit of a back here.
Yeah. The Rad Lightning Dragon spinning around there as well. He gets himself a new cape, just making sure that he has as much magic resist as possible.
Yep. The Negatron cloak. The choice here is just, you know, trying to stack it up. Make sure that Rumble does no damage first, and the base stats on Lee Sin's abilities can just carry him here. Although there is a bit of defensiveness being built by the Rumble as well, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I feel like Arm Guard's just such a valuable item. Doesn't really matter which meta you're in, it's just once you get those stacks up, and you're able to do that. This scenario is Karsa sitting on his 1 kill. Doesn't really mean too much though if you get to sudden death. Let's see whether that extra money that he picked up with the kill plus the extra minions that he has secured is going to help him win this one. Still could be tricky for the Lee Sin to come out on top, especially with that Oblivion Orb sitting there, not to mention the Ignite.
Yeah, this feels like a match that's probably just going to go until sudden death, and then Xiyang's going to be kicked out of the into the fire, whatever you call it, the death circle.
That does make things a bit scary, and Xiyang hasn't taken the flash, which I guess is going to be a thing to watch out for as we move towards the sudden death. Just needs to try and force before that, I guess, but it is much more difficult when you're at a deficit.
Yeah, the Rumble
it's a really loud Rumble skin.
Yeah, it is. He's having fun.
Please stop. Well, let's see whether Karsa can fit in an extra back. Let's see whether that can help him out. As okay, Xiyang actually doing a pretty good job here. Being down pretty low.
Karsa is not even attacking him. He's just attacking the minions.
Yeah.
He's really just playing the long game. He's like, no, this is going to go until the end. I can't kill him before then. I got my 1 kill early on.
And also, why force it if I can just kick him out of the circle?
Yeah. That would look much cooler, too.
Yeah.
So I think you should just wait until then anyway.
Oh, Xiyang goes back, builds some books. He's going to do some light reading on his way back towards the lane. Oh, maybe he could have bought like a Q. Oh, he doesn't have flash. Never mind. Could have QSS flashed out of the kick theoretically.
We have a Leeching Leer from the Lee Sin.
Interesting choice. Gives him the Omnivamp though,
yeah.
So that's good.
I suppose that's the idea.
Yep.
Just trying to get
amplify your Spirit Visage plus your Safeguard to be even better at recharging. Maybe if like it's like I don't care about Grievous Wounds if I have even more Vamp, you know?
Yeah. He's not really going to be taking too much damage. Also, does the ability power scale on his shield?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so he's getting bigger shields now. And now we wait until this until the circle comes in, and then we're going to kick the Rumble out of the circle because I can't die, and he will die to the circle.
Well, let's see whether Xiyang is actually going to pull the trigger a little bit earlier. The more he waits, the harder it is going to be.
He's trying to bait him into kicking him early. But
oh, well, he did kick him early.
Wait, what?
Okay, just wandered out. Never mind. Okay, maybe the plan didn't quite work out like he was expecting it to. Well, I don't magic resist. That equalizer was like a red carpet that he seemed happy to walk on. As they're just not doing damage to each other. This tank Lee's in there. He's going to wait for his kick to be back off cooldown. That was the strategy. Oh my goodness. This Omnivamp situation, dude, this is just nutty.
Yeah.
It's like Xiyang does no damage.
Oh.
Okay, Karsa, can he do it? He does manage to land the Q. Flash is still up. He can try and dodge a harpoon or something, but at the moment, it just does not matter. Karsa's a raid boss.
Oh, there you go.
What was that?
Okay. That was game 1.
All right, let's see whether we can have an agreement to do the same matchup again and see how it goes the next time around.
Oh, man.
If we start seeing, like, Spirit Visage leashing Lee Sins in our game from now on, I'm going to be very upset.
That doesn't sound nearly as fun. That matchup was basically just who can survive the longest, and it turned out to be Lee Sin. Neither side seemed to be doing any damage until eventually the end they died.
Yep.
But before that, not too much.
Well, now, continuing to have a bit of a giggle as we get into our second match of this semi-final best of 3. If Karsa is able to find a victory here against Xiyang, he is going to be heading towards the final. Will be held tomorrow. He does need to win the next match, or one of the next 2 matches if he loses this next one.
We'll see what they pick this time. I want to see not the Tank Lee Sin, maybe something a little bit more fun, like a brand or something. That would be cool. We saw one brand.
We did.
In the highlights of either round of 16 or round of 8 of
I think
the
it was
LCK.
Yeah, it was Beryl, wasn't it?
Maybe?
Brand versus Maokai.
Yeah,
matchup for the ages.
The Maokai pick was just the
That
most
was Jelly, wasn't it? Yeah, Jelly just came in and died as Maokai. It was a bit sad. But that's what happens when you blind pick, right? Sometimes it's just not what you want. See when we're getting into this Champ Select, whether we're going to be in Champ Select one more time. Last time we did get to check out the bans and see how it goes down.
Yeah, I would assume we get to do the same, but
hope so.
Let's see what they have in store for us.
Well, I think Karsa's just going to have a good time, no matter what happens.
All right.
As we do have a couple of bans already, similar to last time, as the Lee Sin is going to be banned. Xiyang's like, I don't want any of this funny business. I'm taking that off the board.
Yeah. No Pantheon. And what else do we got here? Another Skirmishing Bruiser, a set. I think the only difference here is the Lee Sin ban.
Yeah. Can't quite remember what was banned instead. But it's okay. Gragas. Karsa considering what Deft used. Find some success. Karsa also very comfortable on the Gragas, as anyone would assume. Xiyang, what are you going to be putting forward here, my friend? Only 15 seconds to go. He has a habit of taking his time with these choices, making sure that he has it all figured out.
Oh?
Alawi?
Yeah, Kled was banned last time.
Ah, that's right.
And now he will be picked.
It was Xiyang that actually banned the Kled as well, so Kled versus Gragas.
Yeah, seems like he enjoys the Kled.
This seems like bad news for the Gragas. I don't know.
Seems that way. We'll see.
You know, having on-target ability means that Karsa loses a bit of that value from booping the Kled underneath the turret. But we'll have to see. Gragas is pretty strong in these 1v1s.
Yeah.
And Karsa is one of the Gragas players.
Every time the Gragas come out, it just felt good. It felt strong in the 1v1. There's a reason why he's able to be played up in the top lane. Not as much as Alistair, which we saw more than once today.
Did we have to talk about that again?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
We did.
Okay, good.
And yeah, it's been better than that. A lot better than that.
Why are we seeing so much random Alistair for no reason today?
It's the cow.
Yes. I mean, you're not wrong. It is, in fact, a cow.
Yeah. Well, looks like we're ready to jump into the next one. The Snowdown Showdown.
Ooh, and it is a very frosty Gragas as well. Yeah. I like it. Do need to have that synergy with the map. Difficult to see as well, you know, on the blue side.
Maybe that's
just
why.
Melding.
Maybe that's why. He's using it as an advantage because he has blue and white, and the map is blue and white.
Yep. Now he can just hide in plain sight. He might just look like a large minion.
Yeah, you can just sit in the brush and they can't see him.
Well, bear trap on the rope is going to land as Xiyang just happy to trade Skarl's health bar. Karsa gets taken down relatively low, but he can just keep drinking. Feel good about it. Ooh, body slam doesn't connect. Okay, Skarl's health bar is quite low.
I like the grasp in this one for the Gragas. He's able to take some really good trades with that.
Yep.
So yeah, press the attack for Kled. Nothing uncommon here.
What you would expect. Not going to give him as much sustain like you were talking about. Already gone through both of his refillable charges. Sustain on Kled is an interesting conversation though, because of course you can just recharge Skarl again. So let's see how he goes about doing that.
Just like this.
Yep. Back he comes, and now Karsa has to run away. Uses the barrier now as Xiyang knows that he can just hop off Skarl one more time. Doesn't find the shotgun pellets into the Gragas though, who's very brave. Oh, can he get forward? There's the boop, and there's the ignite. Goodbye, Xiyang. And Karsa with poise and precision.
That was 5-head. That was such a good idea. Just came back in right before he could get on Skarl. Really nice trade.
Real clean. Balmy Cinder as well as the Glacial Shroud. The tanky Gragas is of course how
Frozen
Karsa's going to build it.
Circle.
Yep. Pahage for Xiyang. Going for that Gore Drinker by the looks of things.
And now it's level 6, level 5. As you mentioned, the Kled can work pretty well against Gragas' abilities. His trading, though, is really nice, and we've been seeing a lot of that here.
Yep. I mean, theoretically, I mean, it should be working out for the Kled. But, again, put on a rope. Karsa just seems to be able to drink it, and it's all fine. Booped off Skarl. Oh my goodness, is this just good night? Looks like it might be. Oh, the barrel. Xiyang walks back into it, but he's just looking to charge up once again. Get back on Skarl. This could be a bait. It's a little bit frightening as Skarl does come back. On the horn.
Karsa looks so comfortable in this matchup. He doesn't seem to have any issue with the Kled. Knows exactly how to play against him. So maybe not the best choice for Xiyang.
Hasn't worked out so far, but let's see if Xiyang could possibly pull a rabbit out of a hat. Right now, certainly looking like Karsa will be taking this. Especially now, finding him. Skull not going to be dismounted just yet. There's the body slam. Karsa just looks like he can't lose health, which is sad if you're a Xiyang fan.
Off a Skarl again. He's just gonna have to go back. Karsa gonna take this time to push the wave while he knows that he has to back, but actually,
no,
that was like literally the last second.
Yeah.
Because you know there's like that 0.25 frame where you can get hit by damage or something, but you still go back.
Yep.
But that one was right before it.
Karsa not struggling anymore like he was against LJL and VCS's. Oh god, okay, Skull does come back in time as the Ignite comes down. Xiyang's going to pick up the health pack as well. Bear Trap on a rope comes in, but he still has a health disadvantage. Now has that untargetability available to him. Whoa, that was so close to just losing the series right there.
Yeah, Karsa is kind of just dominating this one really easily from the get-go.
Down at farm.
He's not even going back. He's like, well, when it comes sudden death time, then I'll go back. But for now, no need.
There's the cask. Now Xiyang does use his barrier, but look at that.
Yep,
perfectly done. Waits for the body slam. And that's going to be once again Karsa picking up the win. So a 2-0. So easy for Karsa by the looks of things.
Yeah.
This guy's just man on a mission.
The guy is just insanely mechanically skilled, and he's also really smart. Even in the way he trades in lane, it's so intuitive to him. It feels like, even though he's a jungler, you know, which is pretty interesting to see.
This is going to be another very interesting one, as 369 managed to sneak his way in after that Z1v1 against Jack Love. It was very, very sneaky, sir. And you shall see. Of course, he's a streamer over in China. He's Diamond 4 currently.
Okay.
He's famous for his Darius plays, hence the
Bowser cosplay.
The Bowser cosplay, yes, of course.
It's you know, it's pretty good.
But if he can make it to the final, could you imagine?
A Diamond 4 player playing against Karsa?
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I do have an idea in my mind. I can't imagine the way that would go, actually. It's not pretty.
He needs to get through 369 first, though.
Yeah.
Let's see how this one is going to go. I just want to get into a champ select and see what's actually going to be banned. Is Darius going to be banned? Was it all a cunning ruse? You know, he never wanted to play Darius. He just dressed up as Darius.
Darius, you know, it doesn't seem that bad actually in this mode, but not going to be banned out here. The Fizz ban is interesting,
as is the Diana ban. But I guess we'll never find out because we've got the Darius mirror matchup. Okay.
Come on, we got it. Are they doing the same runes too?
Oh, you'd hope so.
He's like looking over, he's like, oh yeah, yeah, and this one, okay. It's not like they're choosing champions or anything. So, yeah, must be same champs, same runes, a gentleman's agreement, no counter matchups. Sometimes when you're sitting right next to each other, that's the way to do it.
This is downright Darius. Okay, well, let's see whether You Shall See is actually going to be able to demonstrate his one-trick powers. See whether cosplaying a champion while you play them is in fact able to get you over the line against one of the best top laners in the world.
You know, probably gives you a little bit of extra points, the cosplay.
Yep.
Makes makes you feel in the zone, feel like a Darius.
Might just like, yeah, create that closer connection.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He looks pretty ready to go, doesn't look nervous.
He looks confident.
I play against pros all the time, no problem.
Yep. Not too worried about the stage either. Being a very famous streamer over in China. Here we go. We'll see what the skin agreement was. That's always important. It's a pretty boring one. I think this was the release Darius skin that came out. Made him look a little bit more regal, and of course it has to be the Academy one.
Yeah, he's got his skin on.
Perfect.
I want them to spam that at each other.
Yeah, like where's the axe spam?
Do it together.
Yes.
Yep, come on. Come on, what? You shall see is now gonna lose.
Okay, well, Apprehend taken first here. Q taken first by You Shall See. And that is going to be fully stacked passive already. Okay, well, 369. 369 wishing that he had actually asked for, you know, tips on which ability to use first. You know, he's like, I went for the Apprehend first. Dang it. That was a mistake. Oh, no, missing that one's bad news. The Ignite comes down, flash forward. 369, can he get it? The flash over the top, and he does pick up the kill, but it's immediately traded back. I believe an extra 150 gold going over to 369.
Ace.
Not sure about the flash, but just trying to get in there and get that last auto attack down, but he already had the kill. Either way, a trade of kills. I could have foreseen this coming. The two Dariuses. Darii.
I don't know what the plural of Darius is. A whip and a dagger picked up by You Shall See. Looks like Gore Drinker is going to be coming in, whereas a Bramble Vest collected by 369. The more defensive choice.
Kind of like You Shall See's choice.
I feel like it has more potential later on, but right now I think it's working out for 369, but we'll see.
Oh!
Picks himself up the health pack, and oh no, You Shall See the minions
just
helping out. And that will be that.
All right. Seems like Bramble Vest was good in the end. You saw that the auto did a lot less damage. Although, I guess the bleed would do a bit more.
The passive early is so dumb, actually.
But he did miss his Q, did You Shall See. So even though his autos weren't doing as much damage, it really did just come down to missing some of those abilities and also the health pack that 369 was able to zone him away from.
Well, now the question is, do we run it back?
Yeah, do it again.
Yeah, do we just doing it again straight away?
I think we should do it again. 369's like, you want to play Darius again?
He seems to, he's taking instructions right now.
It's like, well, that wasn't fair. I mean, you said you were going to use your W first, but then that was just a chair.
Yep.
Here's 369. It's like, all right, I mean, if you want to.
He didn't look that excited about the choice, though. Just have to see what that means. It is once again going to be a game where I believe the bans will be irrelevant, as I think that we may have decided on something right here.
Everything is discussed beforehand, prior to the game. Obviously, not. You don't have to do that, but these two players are, as many other players have as well.
Yep. That's why we saw the Amumu one.
Yep.
Prey versus FLICKR, that was a fun one. I just want to get into Chancellor. I want to find out what little plans they have for us.
Well,
actually, I think this music's dope, by the way. Big fan.
I like when it breaks down like this.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It does kind of feel like they're banning random things.
Oh yeah, they 100% agreed on what they're going to be playing here. Is the Fizz once again going to be banned for some reason?
Riven.
Yeah, this is what I wanted, man. Okay, nice. Nice.
Great. We saw some cool Riven play earlier. He ended up losing. I forget who that was, but one of our influencers, I believe.
Yes, it was, and it didn't last very long whatsoever.
Yeah, he got the first kill though, and we were like, oh, wow, okay, and then he lost. Yeah. But looks cool. I'm a fan. I'm good with this.
Oh, hell yeah. I wonder which skin is going to correlate best with the cosplay, though, because it's Darius cosplay, right? I'm trying to think about like which Riven skin is available that looks the most in line to try and get that synergy working once again.
Whatever's got big shoulder pads. I don't know if Riven ever wears big shoulder pads.
She has one, doesn't she?
I think so.
I'm trying to remember.
Feels like I can remember one skin where she has shoulder pads, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see what they actually use here in the game. They didn't seem to discuss the runes as much this time around.
No, not so much. You can see Double Conqueror, though, so maybe they just knew exactly what they wanted to do. Arcade, indeed. What's happening over here? Oh my goodness. Is this redeemed Riven? This was the hipster skin. Because what came out? Crimson Elite and this. That was the release skins for Riven.
Everybody was like, well...
And no one used this skin apart from me and Spawn, is what it felt like.
Why would I use this skin when the other one is available?
Spawn loved this skin. He was a huge fan.
It's, I don't know. Feels a little bit clunky to me.
Okay.
But I haven't played with the skin.
Pretty sure the mechanics are relatively similar. Okay, there's the Valor stun. Or Valor W. Now you shall see. This is what these Riven matchups seem to look like, and that is going to be you shall see easily grabbing that first blood at 369. A big giggle, as you saw in the player cams.
Yeah. Where's the replay? I want to see the replay.
Well, no ignites.
There's a replay.
Flash not used by either player, but this is dicey for 369 right now.
Seems like he kind of just walked up to him, got the better cancels, and did a little bit more damage.
Yep.
Maybe he had some more minions hitting him.
Hit more abilities and did damage while he was CC'd for a little bit longer. These sorts of things, very, very important. But it's just so volatile, right? Because it's Riven. Feels like once you start down the road, it just all snowballs. So can 369 get to level 5 and try and defy the items and the odds to get himself a win? Boots collected by you shall see, as well as a serrated Dirk. Like, the item advantage is just huge. But are we going to see... Oh!
Feels insurmountable in the mirror matchup especially. But you can get outplays here, so going to be looking for 369 to try to outplay over you shall see.
Needs to get one more kill, or win in sudden death, or kill the turret, as you shall see, of course. So not a lot of pressure on him right now. But there's the ulti. You shall see gets himself into the brush. Just, the cancel's gonna work. Oh my god, 369, what was that? But he still loses. But never mind, that was still sick.
He made a huge play, right? This is the All-Star Games, and he showed off big time. That was really cool.
That win slash. Wow, that was really cool. But yes, we are going to go to a game 3, the deciding match between Darius and 369.
Wow, and it really could be anybody's game from here. I mean, you shall see did prove that, at least in the first trade, he was the better Riven.
Yeah.
So,
Riven 1v1's have you watched any Riven 1v1 tournaments?
Not tournaments, no.
I remember watching a couple of them. I think Box ended up winning. This was a long time ago. But they are like, they're really intricate.
Yeah.
And it does just tend to snowball out of control. Lee Sin 1v1s though, that's the dream.
Hey, maybe you can will it into action.
Oh, perhaps.
Lee Sin versus Lee Sin. I'm trying to read their lips.
Maybe it'll just be Renekton versus Renekton.
Aww. We've seen too much Renekton.
Yeah, but I mean, 369 needs to get his champion in there, you know? So
yeah.
Maybe that's what he wants to do.
Let's see.
Indeed. Anivia ban,
Anivia
Sejuani
versus
ban.
Anivia would have been fun too.
Ooh, I like the Freljordian ban theme. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, Glacial to come through from 369.
That's good. Gotta take away the synergy.
Oh, and Demacia taken away on the other side as we
Aatrox.
Aatrox off.
Okay. I mean, we saw this before, but I'm down for another one.
Yeah.
Seemed pretty cool.
All right with the rematch. The last one didn't last very long. Maybe this one won't either. We'll see. Certainly something that we know 369 has had much more practice on, so maybe there's that. You should expect that 369 is the better player, given the fact that he is, you know, professional in comparison to a
Against
streamer.
the Diamond 4 streamer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think he should be favored in this one.
Yeah. I'm going out on
You
a
would
limb.
think so.
I don't want to be that guy that, you know, deals out judgment and things like that. However,
No.
on paper, theoretically more skilled.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see this one, actually. I think it's going to be pretty fun. Let's see how it goes. As looks like we're right about just ready to jump into the game.
Yep. Do need to check on the skins. Definitely very, very important, and has been the most important thing, I think, so far in this matchup. As Redeemed Riven, the original Riven, one of the original Rivens, managed to come out on top. Here's the Prestige Aatrox from You Shall See, and Pacific Rim Aatrox.
Is that the official name?
369. Yes.
Wow.
I think so.
You think they got the rights?
Well, I mean, you can see it.
Well, yeah, you can. It's interesting the way that works.
Yeah.
Oh, the first blow dealt by You Shall See, but 369.
Yeah, trading back much better at this stage. But, I mean, it's an Aatrox matchup, right? Like, we're counting things like the refillable potions, and I guess You Shall See is now behind. But he keeps landing these chains. That's a great combo from You Shall See. Now 369 flashing on out of there, but immediately after You Shall See comes on forward. And are we going to see the streamer topple the pro in this match?
I mean, yes, it looks like it because he was just, okay, so the first Q was landed by You Shall See with the Umbral Dash at the same time. And then 369 just threw out his own Q, but at that time, You Shall See had already moved forward to land his second Q. So, of course, he was in front of where the sweet spot for the first Q would be for 369. So after that happened, 369 kind of just panicked, I guess, and just tried to make it work, but he should have just been trying to disengage immediately after that, and unfortunately, it cost him his life.
Mirror matchups are so tough mentally, in my opinion. I've always just been so bad. Play normal games with your friends, and you somehow get yourself into any mirror matchup, and I get so upset. Just can't do it. Plays tricks with your brain.
It's okay. Don't have to do it anymore. You're safe now.
Am I? I mean,
we don't have to play normal games against each other.
Well, I'm not going to play them against you.
Yeah.
No, not at all. It's 369 trying to trade back, but there is a slight item differential here, Valdez.
Yeah. It seemed like the trade of abilities was similar, but just a bit more damage from You Shall See, as is expected from the items.
And he has himself a chain.
That was a good trade from 369.
No.
He got, I think, 2 Qs for 1.
He needs to basically do that if he wants to stay in this matchup. It's like 2 abilities or autos for 1. As 369 gets pulled back for the Infernal Chains, and all too easily, You Shall See picks up the 2-1 victory over 369, and will be heading to the final.
Same kind of thing happened there at the end, too, on the trade, where he just got Q'd and then moved in on, and he tried to just Q straight up, and he wasn't able to land it. And from there, down on items, down on his abilities and luck. He will be down and out of the tournament. You Shall See will move on to the finals up against Karsa.
Yeah. Absolutely unexpected. I thought after the first 1v1, that mirror looked like, 369 had it all under control. That was the Darius matchup. And then in all subsequent ones, it looked like Xiyang was absolutely able to get the better of it. So, Karsa versus Xiyang in the final bracket tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing who's going to be able to perform. Karsa looked absolutely unstoppable, so Xiyang is going to have his work cut out for him, I believe.
Yeah, I think out of everybody we saw, Karsa looked the best.
Yeah.
That was kind of the thing I took away from this Red Bull 1v1 tournament, so that was pretty cool. He's a great jungler, a great player.
Yeah, certainly is, mechanically and everything else. But we do have an interview ready, so let's throw it over to them.
采访，我们邀请到的是进入到决赛的选手 Karsa 来接受我们的采访。Welcome to our interview. We are joined by Karsa, who just got the final pass. Could you say hello to our audience? 可以跟大家先打声招呼吗？
大家好，我是 Karsa。
好的，那首先第一个问题，有没有想到过自己可以这么顺利的进入到1v1的决赛的阶段呢？So did you expect that you can get into the final of 1v1 tournament?
一开始肯定是没想过，因为想着自己可能是来玩的吧，想说第一轮打完应该就解散就回去了，然后莫名其妙打到了决赛。
I didn't think about that at all at the very first, because I just think about I maybe will return home at the first round. 那接下来下一个问题想问到 Karsa 就是，那今天他有用到4个完全不一样的英雄，为什么会用完全不一样的英雄来打这次1v1的比赛呢 ？So, we noticed that he used 4 different champions in the 1v1 tournament. So, what's the reason behind that?
因为我觉得全明星就是会比较充满趣味性的比赛嘛，我觉得用同样的英雄的话会比较无聊一点。
I think All-Star is all about fun, so use the exactly same champion will be a little bit boring. 那接下来下一个问题，你想就是在这样的一个比赛的模式当中，因为看到你赢的都比较的轻松嘛，你觉得最重要的是什么呢 ？So what do you think is the most important thing in this like 1v1 mode?
最重要应该是就想象力吧，就因为我觉得自己玩的还蛮多玩法，就是感觉蛮有趣的吧，然后他们可能也没见过。
I think the most important thing is imagination, because I create something that they didn't expect at all. 那最后一个问题，你们即将要进入到决赛阶段，是要跟Xiyang交手了，所以对于那场比赛你怎么看？会有信心拿下 Solo King 的称号吗 ？So you are going to play against Xiyang in the finals. Are you confident to take the LPL Solo King home?
信心是肯定有的，因为我是。就 LPL 最后一位选手了，就是撑到现在最后一位选手了，然后觉得那句话就是重铸 LPL 的荣光，我辈义不容辞。
Okay, I got a confidence here, so I'm the only LPL player stand on this stage, and as the saying goes, I have to reveal the glory of LPL as the only LPL players stand here. 好，谢谢 Karsa 接受我们的采访。我们的3采访呢，到此就先告一段落了。欢迎来到我们的赛后采访，我是余霜。Welcome to our interview, I'm Candice. 那首先呢，我们非常荣幸的邀请到了我们的决赛选手Xiyang来接受我们的采访。We're honored here to join by Xiyang here. So could you say hello and introduce yourself a little bit to the audience? 可不可以跟大家打声招呼呢
？Hello， 大家好，我是Xiyang。
好，那首先第一个问题，今天有穿特别的 cosplay 的服装，能不能介绍一下今天穿的是那个诺手的哪一个皮肤？为什么会这样穿呢？ So could you introduce your cosplay suit here? So which skin is the Darius?
我这一个的话是 cos 德莱厄是热血反转的皮肤嘛，然后这你们也看到了，他皮肤就是长这样的。
So this cosplay suit is the Academy Darius. 那接下来下一个问题，因为他也是进入到了全明星的1v1的比赛的决赛阶段，所以他在之前有没有想到过自己可以进入到决赛呢 ？So did you expect that you can get into the final of 1v1 tournament of this All-Star?
我其实觉得我运气是比较好，因为我一开始没想到我能进决赛嘛，所以的话，我觉得运气是比较重要的。
I think I just got luck, and I think luck is very important. I didn't expect that I can get into the final of this tournament. 那接下来想问问小 C 的就是，今天你的其实每一局比赛都用的是跟对手一样的英雄，为什么会今天选用一样的英雄跟对手是 So you choose to pick the exact same champion as the opponents. So what's the reason behind that? Could you tell us?
第一局的话是用剑魔 solo 嘛，然后的话也是跟我旁边的这位也是互相帮了我们经常用的英雄，然后的话两个人也是盲选是选到了这个英雄，然后的话后面的就是跟369一起的话，我们两个人毕竟都是打上单的，我上单他是职业选手，然后两个打上来就互相切磋一下上单英雄，所以的话后面369我们都是互相就聊了一下用什么英雄相同的。
So in the first round, we just blind pick the Aatrox, and also all of the frequent use champion was banned out. But second round, I discussed with 369 about which champion would like to use, because 369 is the pro player on top lane, and I am the top lane player too. So we discussed about which champion would like to choose, and finally we just decided to use the same champion. 那接下来想问一问，其实今天你们在跟369对局的时候，你终于选到了成名英雄诺手，但是很可惜在那一个 BO3 的第一局没有能够拿到诺手的胜利，当时是发生了什么情况？
当时的话，我只能说369的诺手也很强，我没打过他，这个可能就是实力问题。
I think it's because 369 is really good at Darius, and also I'm not good at him, so that's the only reason behind that. 那最后一个问题，明天你即将要跟 Karsa 选手，也是 LPL 选手进行到决赛的阶段，所以你会不会有信心能够战胜 Karsa 选手，拿到这个 LPL Solo King 的称号呢？ So you're going to play against Karsa tomorrow in the final. So are you confident to take the LPL Solo King home?
既然我已经打到决赛了，虽然说之前的话是觉得运气比较好，打到决赛那我肯定是不能输的，因为打到决赛我肯定得有信心，未战先熟，这对我来说是不允许的。所以决赛有没有信心，我只能说肯定有。
I definitely am very confident to take the victory home, because I just thought about I only got luck before this matchup, but right now I'm stand here, so I'm very confident to take the trophy home, and I will not be afraid of any players I played against. 那再一次感谢我们的于小 C 接受我们的采访 ，Thank you very much。我们的赛后采访到此就先告一段落了。
Thank you so much, Candice, for the back-to-back interviews. Not sure how they teleported the players so quickly, but that was very, very impressive.
Wow.
You shall see really outperforming. Up against Karsa tomorrow, and we'll see whether Karsa can stand up to the might that is the Darius that was on the stage.
Yeah, I think Karsa might be the type to be like, okay, let's go one mirror match Darius, and then after that he's like, no, I'm just playing whatever I want.
Maybe. Or maybe he's just like going to convince him to play weird champions because Karsa just looks like he's having the best time ever.
Let's go Amumu. Let's go Amumu. And then he waits until the other guy locks in and just like blasts down Renekton. He's like, no.
Is Renekton, that doesn't sound like, you'd need to pick a really frustrating range champion or something like that.
That works too, yeah.
And then Amumu would actually just
There are a lot of things that
sad.
Work against Amumu laner.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've only seen mirror Amumu so far. So I don't think we'll see any more of that. But we'll see.
Indeed. But that is going to be bringing us towards the end of our first day of All-Star. Oh my goodness, it has been long, but a lot of unexpected results, some exciting matches.
The underdog day.
It has certainly been the underdog day. The above dogs not necessarily working out whatsoever.
The upper dogs also not doing it today.
Nope, so these are the results. Beryl and Deft will be your LCK representatives heading towards the regional final in the 1v1 tomorrow. Karsa versus Yushasi, as you just saw. For those 1v1s, PCS, OPL, both victorious over the LCK, and the LGL and the VCS, both victorious over the LPL. So, not the results we expected. However, some really exciting games. Almost 3 kills per minute for LCK versus OPL.
Yeah, that definitely watch that one. That was fun.
That was definitely fun.
If you're going to watch the replays, just go ahead and watch that one, I think.
You can just watch it all. If you missed the beginning of the show.
But, you know, if you don't have a lot of time and you just want to watch one thing, I think, yeah, that's probably the best one.
Yeah, we'll put that at the top of the list, I guess. If we're going to priority list it. Yeah,
I think that's fair enough.
But this is going to be LEC LCS's beginning. That's going to be coming up very, very shortly. Actually, it's in a matter of hours, I believe.
Oh, well.
Well, it's a few.
It's only 8 hours from now, Max.
Hey, that is not very long. LEC versus TCL, TCL versus, LCL versus the LEC after that. And then we've got the 1v1 tournaments, basically the same as today, but with a little bit of a mix-up. And then LCS versus CBLOL, and LLA versus the LCS. And let's see whether these underdogs can keep dominating like they have been so far. LCK and LPL, we have set the bar for where the above dogs are supposed to be at.
Underneath everyone else.
Yeah, and we need the LEC and the LCS
we need
to join soon.
Just as much fun, just as much serious fun as the LPL was having today.
Precisely.
Then you're winning.
Yeah. That's exactly what we need. And then day 2 of LCK and LPL. This is where things are going to get a little bit more exciting.
Wild.
LCK versus LPL Q Kings. And then we have our Red Bull 1v1 tournament finals, best of 3s, by the way. And then LPL versus LCK Legends. And once again, back to the finals. And then All-Star Fan Voted Champions. So this is going to be players only being able to pick from a small pool of champions each. And then Nexus Splits. And then All-Star Summoners Rift Best of 3 to find out who is the best underdog.
Who is the best
day one.
at having fun?
Yeah, that's very true.
I just want to see like Teemo against Tryndamere in the jungle or something tomorrow.
I want to see who's going to smile more out of Karsa and Beryl. Because
Yeah,
both of
I
them
don't know.
did not stop laughing all day.
That's actually going to be the main competition we have tomorrow because there was a lot of smiling going on.
Yeah.
A lot of having fun. We had a lot of serious fun today, that's for sure.
Yeah, we certainly did. And that's what this is all about, is making sure that we have as much fun as possible. Because All-Star is a celebration of League of Legends and also an opportunity to give to charity as well. So make sure you purchase as many of those Elderwood Orns as possible. So that, you know, our support of League of Legends is also going to be supporting a good cause at the same time. But look, we had Smiling Beryl. He managed to get to the finals. Smiling Karsa, he got to the finals. So basically, we've just got to remember to smile. And ladies and gentlemen, that will bring us to the end of the show. And we'll see you tomorrow at the same time for more All-Star event. But for now, good night.
Talk that talk, then you better walk that walk. If you're gonna talk that talk, then you better walk that walk. Run it. Yeah, I'm ready, let's run it.